Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm Connor Franta, and I'm gonna draw my life. Okay, so I was born in Wisconsin among the cows, milk, and cheese, but actually grew up in a small town in Minnesota. I was one of 4 kids and had a great childhood. My family was very active and always constantly doing something. My parents ran marathons and went to the local YMCA to train every morning, so they would always bring me and my siblings with. And we pretty much would just wreak havoc throughout the entire building until it was time to go home. In school, I was always a good student, even though I never really worked hard at it. I went to a small private school with like less than 100 kids in grades K through 8 in total. As I got older, I started gaining weight. I wasn't like morbidly obese or anything, I was just a little chubby 8-year-old boy who enjoyed eating donuts and Pringles a little too much. Oh, and a side story, sometime around this point, I was playing tag in the dark at my older brother's basketball game, ran into a sign with my face, and got 12 stitches. Obviously, something had to change. Turns out my friend Jacob was also overweight, so our mom signed us up for a YMCA swim team. They told us it was just for fun, but I know it was their version of fat camp. I know, Mom, I was fat. Initially, I hated it because it was a lot of hard work, but after a while, I grew to love it. Some of the greatest people I've ever met to this day were on that swim team. Jacob and I ended up carpooling to practice every day with some other kids that lived near us. Their names were Kirsten, Kayla, and Douglas. We soon found out that they were crazy and weird just like us, so we became friends. We practiced every day during the week and went to competitions almost every weekend together. I soon became friends with so many other swimmers, and we had what seemed like another family. My life started going by really fast at this point. High school was pretty much just one big blur. I spent most of my time running cross country, track, and swimming. I would pretty much classify my group of friends as like athletic nerds. Most of us did sports, got good grades, but didn't do drugs or drink or anything bad like that. My weekends would consist of going to a friend's house, watching movies, and eating junk food all night long. We were pretty hardcore, I know. Junior year, my siblings and I surprised my mom with a kitten for her Christmas present. His name was Pre, after Prefontaine the Runner. We already had one other cat named Sam, which we found on the side of the road back in 2004. She wasn't too happy about this present. I qualified for the YMCA National Swim Meet later that year. I worked so hard to do this, so I pretty much cried. I also qualified my senior year and made it to the state cross country meet that year as well. Those are by far 3 of my top favorite memories from high school. Oh, and I was homecoming king my senior year too. That was pretty cool. But by far the best thing I ever did in high school was something I did before my senior year even began. YouTube videos were something I had really gotten into the summer of 2010. I was obsessed with watching people like Shane Dawson and Mitchell Davis. I realized that they uploaded videos regularly, and I wanted to do the same. And just like that, on August 1st, I started making my own. My YouTube channel was born. A year went by, I graduated high school, and had managed to gain around 3,000 subscribers, which was pretty awesome. I was going to college soon and didn't know how I would be able to continue making YouTube videos with all my hard schoolwork. But then I found this collab channel called Cool Collabro. They were looking for a replacement Tuesday, so I auditioned and actually got in. This is where I met one of my first YouTube friends, JC Kalen, and really how it all began. Several months later, I found out about this thing called Vid Con, and that JC and his friends were going, and that they invited me to come along with. My parents were really worried about me traveling across the country to hang out with people I had met over the internet, but eventually realized I wasn't going to get murdered and said it was okay for me to go. Once my first year of college was over, thank God, I flew to California and had the best week of my life. I met my favorite YouTubers and even some fans that had came there just to see me. After that week, I knew what I wanted to do with my life. I wanted to continue with YouTube and see where it could take me. I had finally found something that I was truly passionate about. And that brings me to today. I'm currently a full-time student, college athlete, and making YouTube videos every fantastic Monday on my main channel and on my collab channel that I made after VidCon with some of my new best friends, Ricky, JC, Kian, Sam, Trevor, and Ricardo. I've met some amazing people through YouTube and have been able to do so many things and go so many places such as California, New York, Texas, and soon Florida. I've really found something I love to do and never want to stop doing. I'm truly excited to see what the future brings my way. I've been fortunate enough to have an amazing family who I love dearly, great friends, and so many successes in my life. I'm tagging all of the Our Second Life guys to do Draw My Life on their own channels because I want to hear all their crazy stories. But other than that, I'll see your faces next Monday. Okay, see you later, boy!